Let's learn how we can use the Redux Toolkit. This is the documentation of the Redux Toolkit. You must be habituated with the documentation so that you can learn many more things. Now make sure you have installed this Redux Toolkit. Now first we will see this configure store function. Let's add it in our code. Go to store.js file. Comment out all this code. Import configure store function from the Redux Toolkit. We have to pass the reducer as mentioned in the documentation. Now we don't need to combine reducers. The configure store function will take care of it for us. So let's just export both of these reducers. You can give any different name you want in here. I'm just keeping it the same, else we have to make changes in the counter component. Also, this configure function will take care of the Redux dev tool extension. We don't have to write anything for it. Oops, I think I forgot to export this store. Just add the export keyword here. And it's working. Our extension is also working fine. Let's see the create reducer function. As you can see here, this create reducer function takes initial state and action, which returns a function that returns updated state. There is also a create action function to create actions. So first we will see that. This is how we used to create action, but we always have to write type and all stuff, so instead of that we can use this create action function. Just like this, no need to write more code. Import create action. Now for the increment action, just add its type inside the create action function. Do the same for all the actions. And now for the payload, you don't have to worry about it. Create action will take care about that. And it's working. So when we pass anything here, create action will count it as a payload. Let's create a reducer. As mentioned here, we can directly pass action. Import create reducer function. Now in this function, first we will pass the initial state and object where we will write the logic. Now by writing action inside the square brackets, it allows the create reducer function to treat it directly as an action, so it can directly extract action type from it. We don't have to explicitly write action.type. Now this will return one function which has two inputs, one for a state and another for the action. And this function returns the updated value. Now we don't have to worry about the default case here because create reducer function will take care for it. Let's write the same for the login reducer. Let's summarize it again. This create reducer function takes two parameters. First is the initial state and second is the object having the logic to update state. Now this object takes action which returns a function, and this function takes two inputs, state and action. Then it returns the updated state. Also, we don't have to write code for the default case. And everything is working just fine. So this Redux toolkit really helped us to write Redux logic in less lines of code. In the next video, there is one more function which is create slice, which enables us to write reducers and actions in just one function. So make sure to watch the next video. Stay tuned.